A little while ago, I started noticing a strange phenomenon in-game. While this is the only clip I have of it happening in a live public game, I noticed this phenomenon many times over the course of many games the following week. Pay attention to two things. Firstly, the sparks that appear on a target when Rack-2s strike it. It's the feedback cue for the shooter to tell him that he's hit the target, as Rack-2s don't give the hit detection sound like bigger projectiles do. Secondly, watch the Hellhound's paper doll in the bottom left, and observe how much damage is done by my 4 Rack-2s as he is running directly at me at close range.
Outpost captured.
The events in this video led me to believe there was something wrong with the Rack-2 hit detection, as this seems like way too little damage for a Hellhound to be taking at such close range. So I made an effort to use more Rack-2s to see if I could document the issue. However, I never noticed the same issue happening with other mechs, but I did notice one pattern: the Hellhound chassis itself. I would often get into close-range fights with quick-moving Hellhounds and find my shots would do very little damage, if any at all. And not just with Rack-2s. I got it with UAC-5s, Gauss, and I could have even swore I saw it happen with PPCs. So finally, I dragged my brother Fenrir into the practice server to see if we could reproduce the issue. You can run towards me. Yeah, that looks most... There, it just happened. Okay,
yeah.
Keep doing it. Okay, set up again, because it did happen once definitively.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I absolutely saw that too. You hit me and fuck all happened.
Yeah. That looks good. That was your head I hit mostly. Okay, but still, that did nothing. That did literally nothing. I saw the...
That should have killed
There, that also went through you? Okay, two in a row went through you, and I saw them impact the ground behind you.
Attack!
That didn't do full damage. That did nothing. I saw it impact behind you.
Yep.
That did nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. It seems to be dead fucking center, like perfectly center on the CT is where the dead zone is. Here, let me see if it's through your back too.
Yep.
I think it is.
It's hurting my back.
Yeah, I know that one hurt. Yeah. that one did nothing. That one did nothing. Yeah. As you can see, we didn't have much trouble in getting it to happen on camera with UAC-5s. It's worth noting that even though we both have a similar ping of between 50 to 70 at any one time, my brother and I live far away from each other, as he lives in Ontario, Canada, and I live in Arizona, USA. We switched places once or twice to make sure it wasn't something on my client or settings alone causing it. After some troubleshooting, Fenrir was able to get it to happen at least a few times.
Center torso damaged. Center torso critical.
Okay, that
did no damage yet. We could not reproduce this while the Hellhound was stationary, only while it was in motion. So we tried PPCs too, and this had the most interesting effect of all. The PPC would still sometimes fly through the hitbox and visually impact the scenery behind the target, but it would still deal damage to the Hellhound, albeit it seemed somewhat reduced to me. That one
didn't look like it.
That one went through you for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it.
I got the audio cue for an impact though.
I got the hit detection audio sound too, but it still went through you.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
We also tried changing reticle modes, as I normally play with locked reticle, and Fenrir had trouble replicating the issue with default reticle state. After switching back to default reticle state, I was able to replicate the issue again, so I don't think this actually has any effect on it, but we wanted to test it anyway, since it's a big difference between our settings. We did not exhaustively test this issue, as it was pretty late when we did this, but this should serve as evidence that there is something up with the Hellhound's hitbox while it's in motion.